Okay, greetings everyone, and welcome to KodeCamp 2.0 orientation. So we're going to just have to wait a bit for some other persons to join the call. Let's give time for the other CodeCampers to join in. So we're going to kickstart at exactly 5 minutes past 1. So please stay on the call. Thank you very much.
Hello. Good afternoon and welcome everybody. Welcome. I would have started calling names, but we have plenty of people here. But welcome everybody. So how is it going? How is it going at your end? Good afternoon for the people in Nigeria. Good morning for the people that are in the other time zones, and good evening for the people in the other time zones. Welcome. So it's really great to have you guys here. Welcome. So we can just start by like let's get to interact with it, right? While we wait for others to join. So on the chat, you can just type in where you are, what's your location. Like me, I'm in Akwa Ibom, Nigeria, Eket to be precise. So don't type anything yet. So we'll just do a small game, okay? So when I say go, then you can just click send. So just type in your location and don't send anything. Just type it in and leave it there. When I say go, then you can send. Okay. I hope everybody can hear me. So just type in your location. Like I'm going to type my own. Everybody should type in their location. Akwa Ibom, Nigeria for me. And if you are in Lagos, you write Lagos, Nigeria. If you're in London, you write London, United Kingdom. If you're in Canada, if you're in, I said don't say it. Don't send. Read one, you should don't send it. Just type it and keep it. So when I say go, everybody gets to send at the same time. All right, are we ready? Okay, let's go. So let's send our location. Nice. Okay, we have Port Harcourt, we have Lagos, we have Akwa Ibom, we have Lagos, Port Harcourt, Abeokuta, Ondo, UK. How is in UK like this? Send us dollars and euros and pounds. UK, we have Lagos, we have Ibadan. Connect is using his NFC. Nice. We have Bayelsa, we have Akwa Ibom. Oh, nice. Wow. So we have a lot of people here. All right. Ooh, from Iran, we have someone from Iraq. Oh, Iraq. Nice. We have Rwanda, we have Kenya. That is really exciting. Welcome, guys. Welcome to KodeCamp 2.0. If you we are part of KodeCamp 1.0, you know that we had a lot of fun here. We had lots and lots of fun. And we made new friends as well. Made new friends, and yeah, Rwanda, Kenya, awesome. Yeah, great. It's good to have you guys here from everywhere. So now we are going to do another one. Just in one word, how do you feel? I'm feeling excited. I'm excited. So my own is excited. Nobody should choose my word. I've already picked one. So just tell us how you feel. Just drop it. Keep it going. Good. If you're confused, feel free to say confused. If Sapa is there, say Sapa. If you're just tell us how you're having fun. Just tell us how you're feeling. Excited. That's good. Awesome. Brooke, hey, good is your money. Excited. Nice. Great. Awesome. Uluwatobiloba is great. Treasure is excited. Amazingly fulfilled. Okay, we said one word. Olani, one word. Land. Design a sheet. Yeah. Don't worry. We'll change it for you. Feverish. Harriet, what's wrong? So why is Harriet feeling feverish? And somebody is so excited to be here. Yeah. Awesome. Welcome, guys. We are really happy to have you guys here. Yeah, I think it's like 10 minutes past 1. So, and it's really good. I can't wait to get to learn more about everybody on this call and getting to know you guys more, working with you guys, learning like a lot of new stuff from you, especially people from different parts of the world. I can see that we have people from Iraq, we have people from Rwanda, we have people from Kenya. So this is actually a wonderful opportunity for us to connect and get to know each other better. I remember like when I was part of the program where I had to work with someone from Kenya, it was really an exciting one. She's in the army in Kenya, learning tech, really interesting lady. So yeah, it's actually an opportunity to relate with people and get to learn new stuff. All right, so we can kick it off. Ikes, are you there?
Yes, I'm here with you, Mr. Chilo.
Awesome. All right. So we'll just go cut right into it. Ikes, you can take it away.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Chilo. So we're going to go straight to, of course, to welcome speech. Okay, so that's going to be done by none other than Engineer Lawrence Akugwe. So he is the managing director of Code House. But I'm going to let him introduce himself much better. So, Engineer Lawrence, over to you.
All right. Good afternoon for Nigerians, and then good day, good night, good evening for everyone around the world that's joining us. I heard a lot of interesting locations. So I'm happy to have you guys here. So we are officially kicking off the second missionary journey of KodeCamp 2.0. I'm going to, of course, you see building the skill economy. So I'm going to share my screen a bit to guide me in this presentation. So I'm going to be talking to you about what we are doing here because I know that just registering has triggered a lot of curiosity in us. What am I even doing here? Am I supposed to be here? Are you sure this is the right place for me and all that? So I believe that by the end of this presentation, some of these questions, would have been answered as well. So please, I'm just going to share my screen in a minute. Just confirm that you can see it. Like, let me know when the screen.
Okay, sure.
Just hold on. Is it up now?
Not yet, sir.
Okay. Hold on, let me reshare again.
Okay. Yeah, it's up.
It's up, right? Okay, so
Yes.
Okay, is he in presentation mode now?
Yes, it is.
Okay, yeah, so good afternoon, everyone. So just going to run through this. The idea is to build the skill economy. That's the idea. I believe that the world is entering into what we call industry, not entering, we are actually in the budding industry 4.0. When we talk about industry 4.0, it simply means industrial revolution, the fourth one. So we have passed through the first one. Of course, a lot of us we know about steam engine. From slavery, we started discovering that machine can do what a lot of slaves can do. And, we had to navigate towards that. With the invention of steam engine, we had the first industrial revolution, very key. And with invention of electricity, we entered the second one because electricity changed everything. Of course, the role of Thomas Edison and all that. Of course, Tesla, not Elon Musk Tesla. I mean the real Tesla. So the world kept on moving on, right? Until the invention of the computer, which ushered us into the third industrial revolution. Okay, so with the computer system, we entered the internet and all that. So is upon the third industrial revolution that we are building this fourth one. So when we talk about fourth industrial revolution, this is one of the things I want you to learn because some people don't really know what's happening in the world today. The fourth industrial revolution is driven by cyber-physical interaction. Like you cannot separate our lives and the cyberspace anymore. Of course, we are joining this call, you are using Zoom. A lot of us are on WhatsApp. A lot of us are using internet banking apps. A lot of us are, okay, e-commerce is another part of it and everything. So you can see that, I don't know, I would have liked the icebreaker to be like, if you remove internet from our lives now, how do you think that we can survive? If they have to take away your device, just imagine your life now if they have. So we have integrated properly, like the technology is now part of us. You cannot separate the computer system, and also we have to interact every day with the internet. So with our devices, a lot of things. So we are now into the fourth industrial revolution officially. So one of the things that is driven by advancement in technology. One, if you don't know anyone, one of them is machine learning, artificial intelligence, very key. Okay, because I don't want us to confuse it with the third industrial revolution. We already have computer systems and all that. But what is key is that because of the cyber-physical interaction, things like IoT, cloud computing are coming into this space now. So this has changed the way we live our lives and all that. So now that is why we need people to acquire the skills to survive in this digital economy. So that's the idea of building the skill economy. So skill has become a commodity. Like in the world now, people are looking for those that have the correct skills. So it's no longer like selling oil or exporting or manufacturing and everything. Skill has on its own could be seen as a commodity that can be sold and that can be bought. So why are you here? I believe that I'm going to answer this question in a while. So I won't go into this introduction without talking about KodeHouse. KodeHouse is the tech firm that is organizing this program. It's home for technology, innovation, and solution. That's our website there. So what do? We want to build a flourishing ecosystem around technology product with skilled individual trained and able to provide world-class services. You see, that is exactly what we are doing here. I won't bore you with all these, but our core mandate is number one, three. We just have three. Training and mentorship is one. Research and innovation is the second one. Product/project development and management is there. But for today, we are actually going to be focusing on the number one, which is training and mentorship. There is our mission. There is our core value. I wouldn't just bore you with all that. Let me just drill into what we have. So this particular chart is coming from the United Nations, right? Department of Economic and Social Affairs. So this is currently what the population growth in the world looks like now. So Africa will have a lot of youthful population, right? And it is projected that by 2075, that will be leading in this particular projection. So what we are trying to do now is how do we make sure that this population growth is not just the number? I think if we can take a leaf from what China and India has done, we are calling them world powers today. Let me tell you what has happened. They looked inwards and they saw that they have the population. So what they did, why we are there not world powers today, where wasn't India? Like, for instance, we are talking about software development, technology development. Everybody's going to India today. You can bear me witness. So what they have done is that they looked inwards. We have a lot of people. Why can't we transform this into value? Why can't we get our people to? So Chinese went into production, manufacturing. In fact, that is the headquarters of manufacturing in the world right now. India, when you are looking for software developers, a lot of them in India. So looking at our YouTube, what are we doing with our own? So this is a deep question we need to answer. And that's why, I put up this. I don't know. I want to ask a question. This is not what will I call it now? Who can guess what's going on here? I like showing this picture because it gives me a perspective of maybe just two people can guess. Who can guess what's going on here? Ike, if you can help me just more, I want it to be a bit interactive. What's going on here? Who can guess?
Okay, Olani, you go ahead.
Gathering of people.
Hello. Hello.
Gathering of people. Okay. Let's give two more people a chance to
Okay, so sorry, please, before you unmute your mic, raise your hand, please. Please do not unmute your mic without permission. Please raise your hand first. Okay, Damilola, go ahead.
All
right, thank you.
People at a particular place and stadium.
Okay, the stadium, I got that. So Damilola, just go ahead.
Okay, so it either looks like maybe a political gathering.
Okay,
That's to
yeah.
do with manifesto or something.
Oh, nice. Thank you very much. Can we take one more person? Thank you so much, Damilola, for that answer.
Yeah, let's have Leonard. Leonard, you can go ahead.
I think one of the pictures there has to do with the immigration gathering we had one time, and the other one I think is the tech gathering.
Okay, finally. I think I owe you something. You got. I just mark. I think I owe him something. At least 1 gig data. Okay, so yeah.
Okay.
So guys,
So
do you know what's happening?
Send a message to @IKs on Slack.
All right, thank you.
Okay,
so guys,
no
what is
problem.
happening
Thank
here is immigration recruitment exercise. I'm not joking with you. This is what is happening here. And it happened sometime in 2013. And I know some of you have not even gotten admission into the university as of that time. So, when they talk about unemployment, I have never in my life seen it in picture. So this event gave me the opportunity to visualize unemployment in Nigeria. So what happened here is that immigration opened their portal and a lot of people registered and they asked them. So there were 6 locations in the 6 geopolitical zones in Nigeria. And we had Lagos, we had Abuja. So the biggest picture there, the one on the right, is Abuja. Okay, we had it in Benin. So in the city, we had in Enugu. So there are different places, and they asked everybody to wear white and white to come to this thing. So, and they are going to take only, I think it was going to be like 150 people, and there was a stampede that day, and 14 people, including a pregnant woman, died due to the stampede because they are trying to share the question paper and all that. Guys, this is not, I saw this changed my life. I decided that I don't think this is where I want to be. I don't think I want to find myself in this place. So let me ask a question. Assuming we are to write this exam again in 2019, where I know some of us have gained admission and probably has finished and have actually joined, this crowd, here. I don't think we are going to be using 6 we are going to be. So the idea is that employment is a problem. Sorry, unemployment is a problem. And that's why you are seeing people going into Yahoo Plus. I don't even know what those mean, but I know that there are attempts like that. If you look at the news, it's a sad story where people believe that you can, use people for ritual and all that. Because this is real. You need to escape this jungle. You need to, if we call for Big Brother Africa audition, I think it's a similar scenario, right? So, well, let me just go forward and now talk about the situation on ground. So the youth in Africa is our greatest resources. If we are going to be the highest by 2050. So the future of Africa depends on how well we're able to harness this youth population. The situation is, the second point, that Nigeria shares this projection because, of course, we are the most populous Black nation, okay? But the issue now is that Nigeria education system is failing us because we are not really addressing, I know why I touched fourth industrial revolution before I come here. What skills are you giving to people right now? Let me tell you the truth. The reality is, which is on the fourth point there, is that the world is evolving fast. The world is not waiting for Nigeria. It's not waiting for anybody, right? So technology is growing every day. So if we don't, the world will just leave you behind. So you can leave Nigeria and narrow down to yourself, right? Ask yourself the question, do you want the world to leave you behind? That's the truth. You need to acquire skills like UI, UX, web development. I don't care whether you're a medical doctor. I don't care whether you're a lawyer. I don't care whether you're already working, because a lot of us, sorry to say, forgive me, a lot of us are going to be irrelevant very soon in our various industries. Because if you look now, let me give you an example. There's so much high demand for data scientists, cyber security guy. Why? Because the demand for this thing is growing. So there's an opportunity there, which is what you have there. So according to the report, this report is coming from IMF. There's going to be shortage of global tech talents up to the tune of 85 million in 2030 if we don't address this issue. And addressing this issue, if we don't upscale people, I don't know how many of us are running small businesses here. You are definitely going to have a WhatsApp. A lot of people are going to want to have a website and all that. After some time, you talk about analytics, SEO and everything, so let me take an example. How many people developed Flutterwave? How many engineers are on Flutterwave now? In the space of how many years? How many people developed Facebook, for instance? How many software engineers are on Facebook right now? In the space of how many years? How many people developed Google search engine? How many companies does Google have now? And how many engineers are in all those companies within the space of how many years? Guys, it is not coming down anytime soon. There are a lot of people coming up, Uber and everything. The rate at which this technology is growing is even outweighing the way people that will handle this technology right now. There is a problem in our hands. And when we talk about tech skills, we are talking about those that have the experience to be able to fit into the industry. So enter KodeCamp. What are we trying to do? We have looked at all this background I've given, and we are looking at trying to solve the problem in our own little way. So it's a free, massive online training program that seeks to upskill Nigerians, by extension, Africans. I am glad that we have people from Rwanda and Kenya that join this call. You are welcome. So the idea is to address this problem that I've noticed. The problem is that I've shown you the picture of unemployment. Why can't we transform these guys to useful, workforce in the world globally. And good thing that COVID has forced us to a new normal. Remote jobs is in now. And of course, if you have this skill, you don't really now need to even travel. But traveling is a very good experience. But the truth is that the job will find you wherever you are in the world. It doesn't matter. People are looking for those that can deliver this job. So we are trying to solve this problem by establishing this course. So that this is why you are here. We are not just here carelessly, or maybe somebody woke up one day and said, let us do this. I've given you the background. So the vision now is, why can't we become like a one-stop shop for tech talents in Africa by 2025? So our mission, in order to achieve this vision, is admit like we have done, nurture like we are going to do, and then deploy like we are expected to do so. The next generation of tech workforce in Africa for the budding era of industry. I keep on mentioning this industry 4.0 because a lot of people go back and try and find out what is really happening. And we intend to do this using this roadmap. We did level 1, what we call beginner training, a KodeCamp free regular training, which some of us are going to be partaking in this one. While some people that participated in the beginner training last year is going to be moving on to the intermediate, and we are hopeful that in the next cohorts, you are still going to be faithful to, cover the learning curve and move on to the advanced. So this is the way we want to do this. So for the pilots, last year we just did 3 tracks: UI, UX, mobile, web, front end and back end. And of course, the value we are going to offer you, and we offered last year, we are going to continue with that. We have a lot of them, array of them. 4 hours of lecture every week, learning materials, technical assistance, grading of tasks and giving you feedback, the teamwork experience you are going to be having, employability and personality development packages, access to experienced mentors, networking with your peers is, I think I was excited with the peering program that happened last week. And we are going to, this number 9 is very important. We are going to be building the tech community as well. So I'm going to be sharing what is going to be happening in this tech community. There's a slide that's going to cover that. And portfolio development. So here we're going to teach you how to, of course, a lot of us that are already developers, about GitHub and Bitbucket and stuff like that. You need to start building your portfolio. Very soon, nobody will be asking for your CV. People will be asking for your link. Believe it or not, it's going to happen. Okay, I'm a web developer, send me your GitHub link. That will be all. That will be your interview. So we need to teach you how to start building this so that some of your code will count. Some of the things you are doing will count. So, of course, certification upon completion of this project, and most especially, what we want to achieve actually is to link you to opportunities like job and internships. Last year, we had like more than 3,000 sign up. This year, we've already surpassed this number. And of course, I am glad that the females are breaking the bias practically, not on social media. We had 35% and it's growing. I think we have more than 35% this year. We had a lot of people from Kenya, India, Ghana, South Africa, and all that. So these are like the population distribution of people that register for KodeCamp last time. So I'm just going to scan through this. We have more the learning. We had different channels through which people enter: family and friends, HNG, WhatsApp group, Twitter, and Facebook. I am glad to announce to us that this year is mostly organic, and I'm glad that people are actually following and recognizing what we are doing. We had a lot of novices. And of course, novices and beginners. Most of them are now intermediate. So we are glad that we now have. So this is what the chart looks like last time. And I believe that this chart is going to change dramatically at the end of this cohort. For the tracks, most of them were web development, followed by AI/UX, then Android, and then Python. We had a lot of unemployed people. So if you are unemployed here, you are welcome. This is a place for you. If you're a student, you can see 36% of people that participated last year were students. Of course, a lot of self-employed people who want to maybe upskill and change, and of course, employ people who might want to, key into the fourth industrial revolution, looking at what is going on. So our targeted milestone, you want to grow to 15,000 beneficiaries by 2025. This year, let's focus on what we want to achieve. 5,000 is our target for sign up, and we want to get at least 500 people to be job ready finalists. Somebody say amen. And our operations, of course, a lot of us have already been introduced to Slack. That's where we organize all of our activities. And of course, you're on Zoom now, and this is being streamed to YouTube. And we are going to be using Airtable for grading and tracking your progress. Yes, I talked about the community and all that. So this is the things that can happen. So some people will be asking, why are we doing this? Why are we spending money and all that? Is it a charity organization? No, when you want to solve a problem, or when you want to become an entrepreneur, when you want to have an impact, it starts from the need. There is a need. Yes, that's why we are doing what we are doing. But are there benefits that come out of it? Oh, yes, there are benefits that can come out of it. So we are wishing that our reward is here on earth also, even though it will extend to heaven as well. But one of the things that can happen is spin-off startup. We're already discussing with some German partners to bring in the idea of entrepreneurship, and people can actually build business from this platform. So you might have come to learn, and something can happen. We are not good. A lot of things can change. You can have a project. See, this project, you can transform it into a unicorn or something. It will be encouraged. Secondly, project delivery. What if people come and say, KodeCamp, I like what you guys are doing. I have this idea. I have a user story. I want you to set up a team for me to deliver this project. Why not? Why not? That's why you guys are here. And of course, we are going to exchange the Benjamins or the euro or the naira, as the case may be. So this is part of the reason why we are here. Outsourcing, why not? If we train you guys, of course, we're already doing this right now. There's a partnering company that we have outsourced people to right now on a project. So why not? You can do this. So we are considering all these options, research and development. Of course, people can come, okay, do you know what? I have this idea. I don't even know how to start. So we can gather a team for you to even do the research and development, the product research, the UI, UX and everything. You pay specially for that one, and then equally pay for the development. So yes, this is things that could be happening in our community that we are going to build. So freelance, of course, you're already existing freelance companies like Fiverr, Upwork, and freelancer.com, who can actually get a lot of jobs from these places. So we are going to be looking at all these. So there are a lot of other things like sponsorship from government, sponsorship from industry, sponsorship from individual, grants, local and international grants. Then I want to equally say that we are considering having a paid version of this for people that will want to probably do some kind of extended training and even probably prepare them to travel abroad or something like that. That's just packaging them for the international market. So that kind of training in the advanced phase might be required to, of course, we have tried now. So we might require you to, pay one or two, tuition fees and everything. Then we can deliver special program and special courses as well. Like those that there could be people that have grown in their career. They started with front end, they are now back end developers, and probably they want to do DevOps. So you want to have a master class on DevOps, something like that, or probably let me try out machine learning and see how I can, some short courses like that. It's not like you're trying to teach those guys, but trying to show them how they can use the skill they've already acquired, on the course of developing their career to, become more relevant in the industry. So these are the options. So, of course, this was what we projected last year, but I'm happy to announce to you guys that, yes, we have added 3 of these. Digital marketing is in now. Computer-aided design is in now. We have IoT. So a lot of people are asking for data science and Python for data science. Sorry, is because of the availability of funds, right? We would have liked to go into cloud computing, but I want to share this with all of us so that we have a kind of idea what we are planning and where we want to get to. So yes, these are few people you need to get on this list at the end of this training. So guys, these are the testimonials we've had from the first cohort. Food for thought. I will end with this slide. While you are going home, I want you to put this number inside your head. One is that there are 23 million Nigerian workforce that are unemployed. Are you among them? Number two is that among these unemployed people, a greater percentage also is under the age of 34. And this is the age we call useful age. Guys, please try and make sure that your useful age is actually useful, especially now that we are having a lot of advancements in technology. 5 million of unemployed Nigerians have advanced education. Are you on this call? Do you have advanced education? Are you a postgraduate? Do you like your current job? Do you know that tech is one way out? Take it seriously. The next point is a very, very interesting one. As of November last year, there were 1.4 million from US and 1.7 from Europe. Tech talent skill shortage. I don't know what it is as of March 2022, but it is projected that by 2030, there will be a shortage of 85 million. I've already mentioned this. And 45 plus of these 85 million will be English speakers. So you can see I quoted where this is coming from. It's not coming from my head. Bloomberg, International Labour Organization, National Bureau of Statistics, and even International Monetary Fund. This is not my my figures. So I think this is where I'll end it. Go home, think about this. It's going to require a lot of work from you. Thank you guys for joining KodeCamp 2.0, and I'm inviting you to join us in building the skill economy. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Engineer Lawrence. That was a wealth of information, and you really did justice to that. So thank you so much. I believe the code campers have actually are inspired and motivated. I, for one, I am. Seeing those numbers, and it actually just shows that it's still a blue ocean. Okay, the tech is still a blue ocean. Okay, it's somewhere that you can actually dive in and you get to be useful. So thank you so much for that. Okay, so we're going to move on to the next session. Okay, so the next session we will be introducing your trainers and your mentors for KodeCamp 2.0. I know some of us are eager to want to know who's going to be taking me on this track, who's going to be mentoring me on this track, who am I going to be able to reach out to when I have issues. Okay, yes, you get to meet them right about now. So taking that session is going to be one of the mentors, of course, and his name is Nichi. So Nichi, over to you. And please, let's take notes. Do not unmute your mic without permission. You want to say something, please raise your hand, and then you'll be given the opportunity to do so. Okay, so Mr. Nichi, over to you. Okay, so I think he's having a bit of a network issue, so I think I'm just going to take that quickly. So let's see who do we have that going to be who are going to be your trainers or going to be your mentors for this track. Okay, so if you're ready, let me see your hands. Let's see. Let me know people that are ready for this information. Some persons you might have seen their faces before, some they might actually be new. So let me know. Do you really want to know this information? Do you want to know? Just 4 persons want to know, just 5, or just 7? Really? Is that how eager you are? Just 8 persons. Oh wow. Maybe I should actually just keep it to myself and let it be a surprise. Just 23, just 24. I'm not impressed. 25. Let me check the YouTube. Okay, do I have people on YouTube who are interested in knowing who their trainers and mentors are going to be? Okay, yeah, I'm seeing some comments. Okay. Okay, so let's get right to it. So, well, I'm going to be showing you their faces. So let's start. Okay, so I'm going to start with yeah, so the first person on the list is my humble self. My name is Kechiko Atrom, and I'm actually your trainer for the Android track on the intermediate level. Okay, so the tech stacks, of course, you can actually see that on the screen. And then about me, you can also just read that. I don't really want to read that out loud. So this is a hello from me to you all. Okay, so the next person on our list. Okay, so please, trainers and mentors, if you hear your name, please just raise your hand and just say hi to everyone. So I'm going to introduce the trainers first. So the next person we have, Mr. Ogochukwu Odom. Mr. Ogochukwu, are you on the call? Yeah, you can just say hi quickly.
Hello, everyone. Nice to meet you guys.
Yes. Yeah, so he's the trainer for the front end development, the beginner level, and his stacks. Of course, you can see React, Vue, and Node.js. And about him, he's free-spirited, cheerful, friendly, and your random guy. I know some of us must have met him on the random channel on the Slack Workspace. So thank you very much for being a part of the program, Mr. Wochku. Okay, so moving on to the next person, we have Mr. Franklin John. Just switch to that. Yes. Mr. John Franklin, please, if you're on the call, just say hi to everyone.
Hello, everyone. Good afternoon.
Yes, thank you very much. So, of course, as we can see, Mr. Franklin, he is the trainer for the intermediate level, React JS. Yeah, so tech stack, of course, React JavaScript, and he listens more and talks less unless it is required. That's very interesting. Okay, so let's move on to the next person. Then we have Miss Promise. Or wrong. Promise, if you're on the call, please just say hi to everyone. Okay, so please let's be careful of what we actually do. Don't engage a button on your Zoom that you're not sure what it does. Okay, so so we have Miss Promise, or she's going to be your trainer for the Vue.js, which is on the intermediate level, and she is reserved and optimistic. She's reserved and optimistic. So moving on, yeah. So we have another. Sorry, let me go back there. Yes. Mr. Benjamin Efenudu, he's going to be the trainer for the Node.js intermediate level. Mr. Benjamin, can you say hi, please?
Hi, everyone. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, thank you very much. And he's softly hot, whatever that means, actually. Okay, so let's go move on. Yeah, of course, the tech stacks, .NET, full stack software development. Good to have you, sir. Moving on, so we have Victor Peter, who is the trainer for the Node.js beginner level, and then about him, he glows. That's interesting. So, Mr. Victor, you can actually just say hello to everyone on the call. Okay, so let's move on. And then we have Miss Uma Ajina Obu. She's the trainer for the UI UX track intermediate level. She's a UI UX designer, a programs manager, and a graphics design enthusiast. And about her, well, she's a designer with experience in creating digital products and solving design problems. Okay, so Miss Uma, if you're on the call, please just say hi.
Hello, everyone. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Thank you very much. Okay, moving on to the next trainer. Okay, we have the next trainer in the person of Miss Favor Sunday. She's a trainer for the UI UX track on the beginner level. And of course, she's a graphics, web, mobile designer, and also a tech enthusiast. And she's a cool breeze, and at the same time, a hurricane. That's interesting. Miss Favor, please say hi to everyone. You're on the call.
Good afternoon. It's nice to have you.
Okay, so let's move on. Yeah, so the next trainer on our list is Mr. Sunday Mba. He is going to be the trainer for the IoT track. Yes, going to be the trainer for the IoT track on the beginner level. And as we can see, his tech stacks, C++, C, embedded system designer, and IoT. And he is friendly and goal-oriented. Mr. Sunday, if you're on the call, please say hi to everyone.
Hi.
Okay, hi to you too. Okay, thank you very much. Okay, so yeah, the next trainer on our list is Mr. Charles Izoba. He's a trainer for the digital marketing track, the beginner level, and he's an innovative digital marketer and skill monetization strategist. Wow. Okay, so Mr. Charles, if you are on the call, please say hi to everyone.
Hello, beautiful people. How are you doing?
Yeah, thank you very much. Good to have you on the team. Okay, and then, yeah, we have the next trainer. Her name is Esther OOK, and she's going to be the trainer for the product management track, beginner level. And about her, a staunch technology enthusiast with great love for product management. Okay, so Ms. Esther, if you're on the call, please say hi to everyone.
Hi, everyone. Good afternoon.
Yeah, hi to you too. Yes, good afternoon to you too. Okay, so the next person on our list, the last but not the least actually, is the trainer. His name is Victor Emmanuel. He's going to be the trainer for the computer-aided design, which is called CAD. Okay, and his tech stacks are called KodeCamp, product design, and industrial design. And he listens a lot more than he speaks. That's very interesting. Mr. Victor Emmanuel, if you're on the call, please say hi. Okay, so let's move on. So there are actually a lot of persons, so but because of our time, I'm just going to actually switch. So but on this workspace, we're going to get to actually introduce them more. We're going to drop their handles so you can actually know who to reach out to when you have a concern. Okay, so let's move to, let's meet some of the mentors that are going to be on the workspace. So the first on my list is David Emeka. Okay, he's a UI UX designer. He's going to be a mentor on the beginner level, and he's reserved and open-minded. Okay, so David, if you're on the call, please say hi. And then we have Mr. Chudi Victor. Chudi Victor is also a mentor on the beginner track, the UI UX designer. And he's a UI UX designer with hands-on experience in designing responsive web and mobile applications. And Mr. Chudi, if you're on the call, please say hi to everyone. Okay, and then moving on. Yeah, so we have Mr. Inyechi Okwele. He's actually a mentor for the UI UX beginners level, and he is creative and realistic. Okay, so I'm just going to run through this. And then we have Helen Chiwike. She's also a mentor, but for the intermediate level on UI UX. She's goal-oriented and cool to be with. And then we have Glory Wokocha. She's also a mentor on the intermediate UI UX design track. And then she is just a UI UX designer. That's about her. Okay. And then we have Imole Ayo Bisiolu, a mentor on the front end web development. That's the beginner level. Okay. And she is a pragmatic thinker, strategist, and a problem solver. Wow, good to have you on the team also. And then we have Mr. Akimbobola. I'm sorry if I didn't pronounce that very well. So he's the mentor for the front-end web development track on the beginner level. And about him, less word, more action, open-minded. Okay, and then last but not the least, we have Mr. Prosper. Oh, wow. Apologies. I really do not want to mess up this name. Okay, so I'm just going to leave this one in. Okay, so Mr. Prosper, he's a mentor on the intermediate track, in the intermediate level, Node.js, and he's an ardent believer in the power of technology. Okay, so that's just a rundown of some of the mentors and trainers you're going to have to meet on the workspace. So yeah, I think that was actually a bit of a long one. So thank you guys very much for through staying through that. Okay, so we'll go straight to the next item on the agenda. Okay, so where we're going to talk about the program structure. Okay, because some of us, of course, we want to know how is this program going to be run, what's the duration like. I know we have a lot of questions regarding that. But before then, you're going to be using the Slack workspace. Okay, the Slack workspace is where everything, communications, your assignments, everything is just going to be dropped there. So for some of us who don't have much knowledge about the Slack workspace and how to navigate, so we're going to have a brief section to talk about that right about now. And to handle that is going to be none other than Mr. Chilo Okolo. Mr. Chilo Okolo is a software engineer. Okay, he's one of the facilitators for KodeCamp, and I call him my tech guy, my technical assistant. Okay, so he's kind of like my go-to guy. Okay, so Mr. Chilo, over to you.
All right, thank you very much, Ike. Good afternoon, everybody. Once again, we already had some fun earlier, but I hope everybody can hear me. Ike, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, Mr. Chilo. Go ahead.
Okay, thank you very much. All right, so now I'm just going to put you guys through the whole KodeCamp Slack. So this is where we'll be using most of the time. All our conversation, everything will happen here. So I'll just run it by everybody so we can just start from here. If you're having any difficulties using Slack, we'll just try as much as possible to use this session to make sure you don't have issues afterwards. So let's start. This is the announcement channel. This is where everything called announcements happens. So any announcement is here for all the tracks. You get all the announcements here. The daily, the weekly calendar will be shown here. If we have sessions like this, you'll see them here. Like you can see the post for this session here, and then you can see your tasks here as well. So when you land on the workspace, come to the announcement section. Also, I know that a lot of people are not really familiar with Slack, so we'll be doing this demo on mobile as well as this desktop. So for people so you can just get used to the whole interface. Now, you ask your questions here if you have a question for a mentor. Now, please, someone will still say it, it's part of the rules, but do not DM a mentor. Do not send a mentor a direct message. Try as much as possible to send your messages here, put them out here. So a mentor will come and answer you. Also, if you want to reach out to a mentor, you can see that, okay, so I should also say that when you look at my name, you can see the KodeCamp logo beside my name. Anybody with the KodeCamp logo beside their name is a mentor. So let's find a mentor here. So we can see, we have Victor here. So you can see the KodeCamp logo beside his name. Victor is a mentor. So you can just ping him or reach out to him if you need anything. But always try to have your conversations here. So if any other person is having the same issue you're having, you can all be unblocked at the same time. We have the detention channel. Defaulters are put here. I don't think I need to explain more about this, but if you do something that is against the KodeCamp rules, we'll put you here and remove you from all the channels. Now we have a find a peer channel that we are using for our current, we are using presently. That we are using presently for the first two tasks. So we are still using it. So this is where everything happens. We have the general channel where we get to have general discussions around KodeCamp, but not off points. Every conversation here is KodeCamp related. You have the introduction channel. So when you come here, if you have not introduced yourself, you have to join some members here. If you've not introduced yourself, come here and introduce yourself. We don't know you until you introduce yourself. So come here, introduce yourself, tell us your name, tell us where you're from, tell us what you want to accomplish at the end of KodeCamp. It will be really, really nice to hear. It will also help us know how to serve you better. We have the mentors channel. This is where the mentors get to communicate and talk about KodeCamp issues. So I can't show you people. Don't worry, I'll show you guys next time. We have the random channel. This is where we get to have fun. You can connect here, discuss, have fun. If you like, find your life partner here. You don't mind. They actually encourage that. So we'll have KodeCamp wedding and KodeCamp couple, JavaScript to Mari UI UX. And what do we have? Actually, fine interface. I really like to see that. Then we have our rules channel. A lot of people are not here yet, so we are expecting you guys here. So let's join in. These are the rules and regulations. Someone will still talk about this, and we need to we need to follow the rules, because if you break the rules, you'll be going into detention. And we have our tasks channel. All the tasks will be outlined here. Any of your tasks, any task that we have for you, we'll bring them out here. So make sure this channel, this channel, this channel, this channel, these are very, very important channels for you to follow. So come here, join the tasks channel. So if you want to join the channel, you want to a public channel, because for the private channels, you have to add it. So you just search for the channel here, or you go to here. Yeah, then browse channels, and you can see all the public channels available for you to enter. Oh, we have motivation channel. I would love to join here. So I click join, and now I'm in the motivation channel. So I get to be motivated and feel hyped every day of the program. If I'm feeling down, I will come here and see a lot of posts. Somebody should be posting posts here. Then we have a memes channel as well. So come here to show your memes. I'm not here yet. So sometimes when you open the channel and you find yourself, yeah, this is funny, then you can actually join. You just click the join channel and you can join the channel. So that is that about Slack on desktop. So I'm going to share my screen so we can look at Slack on mobile. All right. All right. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, great. So let me share my screen. Oops. All right, so this is Slack on mobile. Now, I know that a lot of us are presently using Slack on our mobile phones, and it's coming up. Yeah. So for quick interaction, please, just try to have Slack on your mobile. It will help you track things faster. Now, you can see your channels here. We can see the channels that we have here. Then you can see your direct messages here. Then you go to threads to see all the conversations. So when you click on threads, you see the conversations you're having, the conversations that you were tagged in, the conversations that you're meant to be a part of, and the conversations that you will still be a part of, or conversations that you've had before. So when you click on channels, you get to see all the channels. Now, a few things that I would like to show you guys on mobile, and I'll still do that demo in desktop like quickly, is how to respond. Now, try as much as possible to respond inside the thread. Like here, I said, Chilo said, let's join the YouTube. Yeah. So you click on the chat, it opens the thread, reply in thread. Now you type, all right, joining. And it's here on the thread, right? So let's try as much as possible to use the thread for communications. It helps us to keep our workspace organized. And also, if you want to tag a mentor or you want to reach out a mentor on the Ask a Mentor channel, let's go to Ask a Mentor channel. Now, what challenges am I having right now? I can't, I don't know the question for task one. So what do? I be like, hi. Now you want to use the @, just like you use on your normal WhatsApp. Hi, @Femi Blaze. Femi is a mentor. That is Akim Bobola. Okay, we have a lot of Femi Blazes here. Yeah. Hi, @Femi Blaze. Please help me with task 1. And Femi Blaze will be notified. And that's it. So you get to have everything here, and you can switch the you can go to any channel you want to here. Now that's that for mobile. Also, I'm going to show us one more thing. You also have the opportunity to create a channel. Like, let's say let's say one of the tasks is that you can create a personal channel where you drop some personal messages. So you do add channels, create a channel. You call the name. What do you want to name this channel? KodeCamp demo. KodeCamp demo. And then you have a description. Then you can decide to make it a private channel or a public channel. Please don't create a lot of public channels. We want to control the ones that we have. Thank you. Thank you very much. Don't create channels for us. But if you want to create a channel, this will actually help. Also, like I said on the mobile, if you want to reach out to anybody, just add the person's name. Faye. Faye seems to be everybody's favorite. So I'll just say Faye, hi. And Faye will be notified and she can see it on her threads. So I have a conversation. So yeah, that is automatically replying to my thread. So that's how Slack works. You get to see your threads, mentions, and everything here and here. So make sure you come around and just check through. When you join Slack, check the announcement channel for tasks, check the task channel for tasks. Please don't say that you don't know where to find your tasks. So everything is here. We'll arrange them for you. Now, after classes, during classes, we'll post the links to the classes here on the announcements channel. All right, that was a very, very long one. Thank you everyone for paying attention and welcome to KodeCamp.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Chilo. So, but at this point, I think I'll just want to take 1 or 2 questions regards the Slack workspace. If you have a question, please just raise your hand so we can actually do that quickly. If you have a question regarding the Slack workspace, okay, if there's anything you're finding it difficult to do on the Slack, or over time since you joined the workspace, you can't actually just navigate your way around that, please raise your hand so I'll give you the opportunity to be clarified. Let's do that quickly. We have just 10 seconds for me to see the necessary hands. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, 5. I want to count the seconds the way I want. 6, 7, 8, 9, and then 10. Okay, thank you very much. So first on the list, Leonard, go ahead.
Good afternoon, everybody. I want to ask, is it right for us to post notifications on Slack? Because sometimes when we put the notifications on, it's always coming in a rush when it wants to come through, especially when you just turn on your phone or you don't just turn on your data.
Okay, it's not right, or it's not, neither is it wrong, but when you turn it off or you pause it, of course, you may lose some notifications. The important stuff may come. So I can't say it's right or wrong. Of course, nobody wants to disturb your peace of mind at the same time, but just know that when you post the notification, when something actually important comes up, you may actually lose it. But you can actually configure your notification. So maybe what we'll do, so you don't have to take a lot of time, we're going to drop some resources on the resources channel. Okay, so just like Chilo said, just click on the channels, the plus button, you can join the resources channel. So we're going to drop some of all this, how you can configure your notifications, some videos to actually help you sort that out. Okay, thank you very much. Vincent, over to you.
All right, good afternoon, everyone. My question is as regards the tax people gave on Slack. So I know.
Hold on. Sorry to cut you. This time is for questions regarding the Slack workspace, not tasks. Okay, there'll be time for that, please. Okay.
No problem.
Yes, thank you very much. Yeah, DK, okay. Go ahead.
Okay. Good afternoon. Mine is not a question, but more of a contribution. While he was trying to explain how to reply in trends, he forgot to mention that there's a tick button that while you're replying in the trend, if you tick also send to the channel, it sends to the channel as well. So he did not mention that while he was trying to explain how to reply in trends. That's what I want to say.
Okay, thank you very much, CK, for that contribution. That was very, 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 very important. Okay, thank you very much. So, so I guess there are no questions. Okay, so we move ahead to the next item on the list.
So I have a question.
Sorry, who is that? And you did not raise your hand.
Oh, sorry, let me try.
Raise your hand, mute yourself, raise your hand, and then ask your question. Okay, go ahead, Michael.
Okay, I wanted to find out, is it possible we can create a group just for a particular subject? Maybe people like back end want to gather themselves together and have discussion. Is that allowed?
Okay, so those no, don't worry. Those channels will be created for you guys. So every channel with respect to the tracks will be created for you guys, and then you'll be notified once that is done. Okay, so you don't have to create it. So don't. Thank you very much. Hope that answers your question. So let's move ahead to the next item. Okay, so yeah, so the next item, let's talk about the program. Okay, so CodeCamp is this program is going to be running for, the training program is going to be running for 4 months. Okay, of which in that time, first 3 months, you're going to actually be on serious learning. And then the last 1 month is going to be for your project phase. Yeah, that's going to be the project phase where you're going to be doing working on your capstone project. Let me use that. Okay, and then you're going to actually go through different stages. Okay, you're going to go through different stages, and those stages, for you to progress to the next stage, of course, you need to actually be successful, pass a particular task that's been given. Sometimes you may be given 2 tasks that may get you the average score will promote you to the next level, or it could just be 1. But whatever it is, you need to make sure you actually meet the cut-off mark to actually get to the next stage. And I know someone is going to ask, what is the cut-off mark for it? Well, on a scale of 1 to 100, the cut-off mark is 75. Yeah, so 75, and then that puts you to the next stage. So I'm just going to reiterate. So we're going to be having 4 months of training. The training kicks off on the 21st of March and ends on the 21st of July, of which 22nd of July is going to be the final day where we'll have the presentation of projects with high esteemed people, sponsors, well-meaning Nigerians joining us to actually see what you guys have actually done in the past 4 months. Okay, so the stages we have 1 to 8. We have 8 stages. Of course, so by Monday, everyone who qualifies, who has actually done what is required of them, will actually be moved to the stage 1 based and to their respective channel levels, which is the beginner. So there's going to be a beginner channel and there's going to be an intermediate channel. And if you're in the beginner, trust me, you're not going to see that of the intermediate. So that's about the stages. So classes, okay. So the timetable for the classes will be dropped on or before the end of Saturday. So we all know, well, probably before the end of today, but let's leave that till Saturday. So classes are going to be held. Each track is going to have 2 classes in a week. Yeah, and those classes are 2 hours for each section. Okay, so that's just me trying to summarize how the program structure is going to look like in the coming months. Okay, so to reiterate, okay, we start on Monday, which is the 21st of March, and then we end on the 21st of July. And there are 8 stages in this training program, of which the last stage, which is the stage 8, that is going to be the project phase. And then classes 2 times a week, 2 hours per section. Now, for those in the intermediate level, more information is actually going to be given to you on your channel once it's created. There's going to be some slight adjustments, but that will be communicated on the channel, on your channel. Yes, so just make sure you are ready for that. So that's just a summary of the program structure and how we tend to run. Communications are going to be done on Slack. And then classes are going to hold on Zoom, which is also going to be streamed on YouTube. So it's going to be live sections, hands-on. So it's not going to be pre-recorded videos, as some people may actually suspect or think. Classes are going to be live. You're going to be engaging with the trainer like on a live session. Okay, so that's just a summary of the program structure. Okay. I don't think I missed out anything, but if I did, please, facilitators, please, you can just inform me about that. Okay, so with respect to this, if you have a question, please raise your hand with respect to the program structure. Of course, I'm going to have a session where I will entertain questions from every angle, but with respect to the program structure, if you have a question, please do well to raise your hand so we can move on. So we have just 30 seconds to raise our 20 seconds to raise our hand. Okay, Basi, go ahead.
Hi, good afternoon.
Yes, good afternoon.
Okay, I'm Basi Victor. I applied for UI UX design beginner level. So I just want to confirm, since the classes will be live sessions, there will be no pre-recorded videos. Would there be availability of course materials, like in the form of a PowerPoint or Word, that can help us out, because some of us are schedule is working class and trying to school at the same time. Yeah, so if the classes won't be pre-recorded, if we can get like a course outline or something, that can just help us read and understand.
Yes, definitely. Resources are going to be actually available. Every slide that's going to be used on the for the classes will be available to you, and of course, you can also watch it on YouTube. So yeah, let me say this quickly. So for those of us who are on the call, those of us on YouTube, if you have not subscribed to our YouTube channel, then you haven't actually done us. You haven't done us well. Okay, if I can put that. So subscribe to our YouTube channel. So once a class goes live, you are informed. And then every session, of course, is going to be on YouTube. You can actually rewatch that. And then the resources used for the classes, of course, will be available on the channel. Okay, so yeah, I hope that answers your question. Chigozie, over to you. Okay, so I think Chigozie dropped his hand. Leonard, over to you.
Yeah, this is Chigozie speaking.
Okay, Chigozie, go ahead.
Yeah, still relating to the question of the former speaker, relating to work activities, will the classes be on the weekends? That's my question.
Okay, no, classes won't be on the weekends. There won't be classes on the weekends. I want to say something, but no, there won't be classes on the weekends, except in the case where your trainer and you and your trainers, okay, your trainer and the learners have some certain level of understanding, okay, look, this is what we want to do, or some extras, but there are no classes on the weekends. Okay, so I hope that answers your question. Leonard, over to you.
Okay, good afternoon once again. I just want to know if there are going to be specific sessions for the classes, that is maybe a morning, afternoon, or evening session, because the previous person has already asked the question I wanted to ask, if there are going to be pre-recorded videos and slides concerning the lectures. That's what I want to know.
Okay, so yes, each class has a particular time. Okay, the timetable gets pushed up, like I said, on or before the end of Saturday. Hopefully, you can actually see that this night was posted on the announcement channel. So please, like Mr. Chilo rightly said, let's pay attention to the announcement channel. Pay attention to that channel. It's very important. Some of the questions that we end up asking have actually been visited already, has actually been talked about, but we skip them. So make sure when you come on your Slack, announcement channel should be the first thing, then your threads, and then before any other channel. So yes, Leonard, there are times for each classes. There are classes that go in the morning, the afternoons, and the evenings. Okay, so the timetable will actually show that. Okay, Mr. Frederick.
Good afternoon, everybody.
Yes.
For subsequent tasks, are we going to be needing social media platforms?
Yes. Why don't you have a social media account?
Okay, I have, but it's not very effective. So I was wondering if I would need to like grow my followers to increase the effectivity.
Okay, so give me an example of one of the main platforms.
Like Instagram, having an Instagram account.
What about
it's enough?
Are you on LinkedIn?
No, I'm not.
Please go and sign up on LinkedIn. You're a tech person. What track are you on?
All right, front end web development.
Please, everybody in tech. I stand corrected, but everybody in tech should be on LinkedIn. I stand corrected.
I'll do so.
But everybody. So please, if you're on this call and you do not have a LinkedIn account, please go and get one. It's not just about the training. Not just about the training, please. Maybe we'll talk about that. Maybe we'll get a resource person to actually come and speak to us about the importance of growing your portfolio, your person, your brand. You're a brand. So people need to see you. People need to get to know what you do. Okay, so that's actually just on a note. Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
So yes, work on that. Thank you very much. So Mr. Osas, let me not add the title. I'm not sure. Osas, go ahead.
Hello, good afternoon.
Yes, good afternoon.
Yeah, I wanted to ask, you said something regarding stages, 8 stages, and the curve mark being 75. I don't know, is there a way we can view the curve mark for ourselves so we can know the progress we're making by ourselves?
Sorry, come again. Hello?
Then yeah, I can hear you. When you were talking earlier, you said something about stages and cutoff mark. I said the cutoff mark is 75. So I'm just asking, is there a way we ourselves can view our cutoff mark? I don't know if there's a profile we can check our progress for ourselves.
Okay, so for the progress, you'll be giving feedbacks. Okay, so that's what we've done. For your progress, you get to know your progress as time goes on. Okay. Yeah. Then okay, last person, Korede. Can I add a bello to that name?
No, it's just Korede.
Okay, right.
Good afternoon. My question is, how do we track our scores?
Sorry?
How do we track our scores? Because you said there'll be a cutoff of 75 out of 100.
Okay, I think I just answered that. So like I said, you'll be giving feedback on your progress, your scores and the likes. Be giving feedback.
Okay, thank you very much.
Yes, thank you very much. Okay, so I think that's all. Yeah, those are just the hands that are raised. Okay, so yeah, before we go to the question and answers, which is going to be the final item, and then we'll just have a closing remark by an amazing personality. Okay, John Paul, your hand is raised. Okay, go ahead.
Good afternoon. Hi. Good afternoon. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Go ahead.
I actually logged off this information session for a while. So I wanted to ask, will this be available on YouTube so I can watch some of the portions that I missed?
Yes, definitely. It's not just will be available, it is available. So you can actually go on YouTube right now and even what we watched from the parts we missed. Okay. But just stay on the call and then probably you can go back later. Yeah, thank you. Okay, so yeah, let's move on and then to the second to the last item on our list, and that's going to be the rules and regulations. So let's walk you guys through some of the things that are accepted, ones that are not accepted, what may kick you out of the workspace, what may put you in detention and the likes. Okay, so because we need order, okay, we do not want to have a chaotic workspace. So to actually talk about the rules and regulations, so let me just invite my brother, Mr. Ogochukwu Odom. Okay, Mr. Ogochukwu, over to you, please.
Okay. Good day, everyone. Can we hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Go ahead.
Okay, so rules are important for everybody because they help to guide our activities. So a lot of us, we actually walk into, okay, for instance, like the task channel, someone just goes inside there and then you see that it rightly says it's for task, and then you're already writing messages, chatting and doing all of that. So some of those things, well, they were condoned because you guys did not understand what they were meant for, what the rules guiding the workspace. So so the rules that we have on ground for now, the first one is ensure you have a username that is unique to avoid confusion with others. So for instance, someone wants to mention you, someone wants to at you or mention you, yeah. So you're now seeing that there are a lot of people, there are a lot of Victors, a lot of names that are not unique. So it's important that your username is unique so that you can be easily identified. Then ensure that there are no spaces in your username. So a lot of us do that stuff. You have multiple names and yeah, emojis. So only add an emoji when you're asked to. I see a lot of that on the workspace. So let's just follow what is supposed to be. Then the second one is ensure you upload a profile picture that clearly shows your face. So I know we have a lot of anime fans and all of that, and then we like to post, the images of our anime guys and all. So try as much as possible to upload your image or your picture so that someone can clearly identify you. Then if there are circumstances where you cannot do that, maybe for religious, someone reached out to me, yes, that for reasons she could not do that. So there are ways to actually bypass that. So just reach out to a mentor and then you'll be told what to do, yeah, with regards to that. Then ensure that your full name is your real name. No business name, no pseudonyms are allowed because these names will actually be used on your certificate. So supposing you use any funny name or something, that's what is actually going to be on your certificate. Okay. So the fourth one will be ensure to observe proper decorum when addressing others. No rude or derogatory remarks, insults, or any other form of disrespect will be tolerated. So there was this scenario of somebody calling someone else a Yahoo girl and all of that. So it could actually pass for fun, but as much as possible, we should not use this kind of words. Know how you address people, no matter the circumstance. So banters may be acceptable as long as it's understood as such. All such banters should be restricted to the random channel. So in the random channel, you're free to actually talk about stuff, do anything there. If Chelsea loses their match, you can come there and talk about it and do all of that. Yeah, someone is making a face because okay, because I mentioned Chelsea, but that's just there. Okay, so always check the announcement channel for important announcements. All random posts should be made on the random channel. So know where everything is supposed to be. Don't come and start making fun in the general channel or any other place. So if you want to introduce yourself, please just introduce yourself in the introduction channel. If you have questions or you're not clear, you're in doubt of something, you can use the Ask a Mentor channel. Then for resources, they will be in the resources channel. So you can actually go there and get resources. So with time, resources will actually be posted there. Then number 6 is always read instructions and pinned messages. So a lot of us, we keep asking the same question that has been answered over time. How many pairs do I need? How many days do I need? You keep asking the same question because you fail to read instructions and pin messages. So as much as possible, let's make it something to always read instructions and messages. So no form of harassment will be tolerated in the work area. You're encouraged to report any form of harassment from anybody. So if someone harasses you, please report to any of the mentors and it will be duly handled. So users with KodeCamp emojis are all mentors. You're not permitted to use emojis unless you are told to use so. So the KodeCamp logo, if you see it beside anybody's name, that person is actually a mentor, except you went and added it and you're not a mentor. And you actually be penalized for doing that if that happens. So let's just take notes. So if you have questions, you can actually mention the person and then the person will attend to your questions. So continuously adhere to directions given by mentors. So as much as possible, we should follow what's the directives. So there's a scenario of somebody, you said you need a pair, and then you disappeared for a while. And then a mentor was asking that, oh, someone actually reached out to you, and then you've ghosted for how long? And that now became a scenario, but that's all right. So as much as possible, try and pay attention to directions given by your mentors. So cyberbullying of any form is not allowed. So let's take note of that. And you're not allowed to pin or unpin posts on any channels. Only mentors are allowed to do that. So you should take note of that too. Political or anti-government discussions are not permitted. Let's take note of that. Don't come and do any campaign or any sort of thing. Okay. You're not allowed to change channel information without instructions. So a couple of people did that when they actually joined Slack. You don't understand how it works, and then you just change stuff. So let's take notes not to change a channel's information. So do not spam channels with irrelevant content. So you're looking for a pair and you went and posted your picture. Like, why? So as much as possible, let's take note of that. All marketing content not related to KodeCamp is strictly prohibited unless explicitly permitted by the KodeCamp program manager. So if you want to do any marketing of any sort, you should actually reach out to the program manager. If that is allowed, then that's when you're permitted to post something of that sort. So do not post in channels not designated for general conversations. So don't go to task channel and go and start making posts or finding peers inside there. Take note of that. You're not allowed to add or remove other users from private Slack channels. So this is a mentor-only privilege. Non-compliance to this rule will result in immediate deactivation. So when you progress, when you move from one stage to another, you will actually be moved by a mentor into those channels, and those channels are actually private. As much as possible, don't invite people that are not in that channel into the channel. So let's take note of that, because if you do that, you will actually be penalized for it. So ensure you submit your task on time, on or before the specified deadline. So let's take note of that. When we actually go into training, you will actually there will be tasks for you on a weekly basis. So as much as possible, you need to actually do that. So when I actually see people when I see that someone is staying for, you spend like over 12 hours and you don't check your Slack, and then someone is asking you and you're saying, will you keep your eyes fixed on Slack and all of that, those kind of comments. I don't know how you're going to do when we have deadlines and all of that, and then their information is posted for you. So ensure you submit your task on time before the specified deadline. So plagiarism and copying of work will not be tolerated. So there was this incident last year in KodeCamp 1.0. Someone actually took another person's code. Took someone's code and submitted that. So all this kind of thing, when you get someone's work and you put it up, you will actually be penalized for that. So let's take note of that. Always follow the instructions given by facilitators for every task. So let's know that. So if you fail to adhere to all of these instructions, there's a channel, there's a detention channel. You will actually be put there. You will actually be given a task or tasks, depending on the gravity of whatever you committed or whatever rule you broke. So you will actually be given a task to do, and then when that is done,
Okay, so so Gochiku, are you there?
Yeah, can you hear me now?
Okay, yes, go ahead.
Okay, so like I was saying, when you actually complete the task, that's when you will actually be brought out from the detention channel. And then if it's very serious, it might lead to some other serious deactivation or any of those sorts. So those are the few rules and regulations. You can actually go through them in the rules channel. So let's take note of these rules. They will help to guide us on the platform. Very important. And something else, then when you're actually, so for threads, very importantly, when you're actually told to use a thread, try as much as possible to use a thread and don't post outside. Some of those rules, they can actually make you to actually be put into detention and all of that. So as much as possible, pay attention to what is said, instructions that you're given. So thank you. Ike, you can go on. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Gochiku, for that. I'm just going to add a few things, not just a few things. Okay, and most importantly, like he said, Workspace is not for marketing. Okay, it's not a place where you come to tell me that I'm a graphics designer, I'm this and that, I'm into this and all of that. Please, if you want to do that, please reach out to the program manager and the person at IKEYS on the Slack Workspace for that, or you reach out to at Ella, okay, for her to actually speak about that or give you the go ahead. Okay, so please, the rules are very important. Let's try as much as possible to abide by them to avoid being sent to the detention or evicted from the workspace. Okay, it's okay to be skillful, but it's also very, very much important to know how to follow instructions. Okay, so two things I'm just going to add to that. Okay, so this is for I'm trying to reply to some of the messages on the YouTube chats. So a lot of persons asking with respect to being beginners and the likes. Okay, so please, if you're just joining the past week and you haven't done your task, please go to the announcements channel. Okay, the announcement channel actually has everything you need. Okay, go to the announcements channel and then you see the task that needs to be done. I don't know if I should probably even share my screen for that, but just go to the announcement channel and it will guide you as to everything that you need to do. And regarding the peer task, please, I would like to reiterate that the peer task is not for peers, it's not for peers in your own track. If you're still looking for peers in your own track, then you're actually in the wrong. let's learn and try as much as possible to understand instructions. Okay, read and understand. Don't just skim through it. Okay, read and understand an instruction. So for the peer-to-peer task, it is not about the person in your track. So you can, if you're in UI UX, your peer can also be in Python backend. If you're in Android, your peer can actually be from someone in the product management track. So that's being clear. I want to believe that people will actually start doing the needful. And if you know, for those of us who are on this call who have posted on a few members, please try as much as possible to reach out and do the needful. Do not be the reason while someone is being drawn back. Do not be the reason while someone's growth is hindered. Don't stand in the way of someone's progress. Okay, the peer tasks are actually very critical to this training. Okay, let me reiterate that the peer task, this is not just the only peer-to-peer task you're going to do. You're going to do some other ones in the coming weeks. And it is very, 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 let me add another very to that, very critical to your progress in this training. So I don't want to let the cat out of the bag, but one of the things we want to actually build is not just people who have the skill, but build people who can actually thrive in the workspace. And these are the things that the peer-to-peer task is going to help you do. Being skillful is not enough. You need to be able to get yourself together and in order to achieve. Skill can take you to the top, but character is what keeps you there. So let's just take note of that. Okay, so that being said, it's time for the question and answer session. So questions about the training, about tasks, regarding whatever it is you have about the training, please let's go straight into that. So 15 seconds rather, for everyone who have a question, please raise your hand so we can do justice to that and we call it a day. Okay, so while hands are being raised, please, mentors, please check the YouTube channel for YouTube chats for questions on the YouTube chat, and please, you can draw it to my attention. Okay, I thank you very much for that. So I have just 4 hands raised, so I want to believe that those are the persons that actually, or probably a question will in turn need to be questioned. Okay, so let's actually just go right into that then. Okay, but before that, okay, let's just go into that. Vincent, go ahead.
Okay, good afternoon, everybody. My question is about the partner, because initially when I joined, the first partner I got, we did the first task together, that is the 0 task. We screenshotted and posted, but later on I discovered that the guy was not serious and all that. So I had to get another partner for the second task and all that. And when I finished that second task, the first partner now came back again telling me that this and this happened, he was busy and all that. So my question now, is it possible to just have one partner, or can someone maybe have 2 partners? Is it possible?
Okay, so possibility, yes. Accepted, no. Okay, and I'm going to say it like this. Okay, like I said, possibility, yes. But accepted, especially for the second task, I would say a no. So if you have actually done with someone else for the second task, then he or she should find someone else. The second task is an accountability task. It's something very, very, very peculiar to you, something very important to you, and it has to be someone who can actually follow through. Okay, so the second task is to help you. There's a lot of things the second task actually helps you to achieve. A lot of things. If not for something, at least one person is informed and can actually put the other person through. One person can carry the other person in times of difficulty, in times where the person feels like, I don't think I can do this anymore. There's a lot of benefits in the second task. So possibility, yes. Accepted, no, especially for the second task, which is the task that has to do with the goal. So since you have done it with someone else, tell the person he should get someone else on that track. I hope that answers your question. Leonard.
All right. Thank you very much.
Good afternoon, everybody, once again.
Yes.
Please, most of us have done the 3 tasks, but we don't even know our fate at this particular moment, whether we are on the right or we're on the wrong. So I want to know whether there will be an appraisal or something that would make us know, okay, this is what we've done right or what we've done wrong on those 3 tasks that we've been given.
Okay, what track are you on?
I'm on UI UX.
Beginner or intermediate?
Beginner, sir.
So why are you saying 3 tasks? Which was the third one? Let me see if you're on the same page. What's the third task?
The social media task where we have to post.
What's the first one? What's the first one?
Great.
Second.
Talking about goals and what we aim to achieve at the end of the program.
That's very interesting. You're actually on the right track. Okay. So yes, so you're asking for an appraisal. Yes, an appraisal will be done. Okay. Okay. So just see, guys, I understand where we're coming from, but work with us and trust us. Okay. So but definitely an appraisal will be done. Okay. So but if you've done it and you're submitted, then just be rest assured that you are actually in the right. Udeme, over to you, please.
All right, thank you. Please, good afternoon. Okay.
Yes, good afternoon.
Yeah, please, I want to just, I don't know if it's necessary, but I want to know if we can reach out to our different mentors, our instructors, or maybe just to drop on the channel for us about the tools that we are going to use, especially for the beginners that do not actually know the tools, the particular tools that will be used, if Figma, if XD, for UI UX in beginners, please. So if our mentors can just help and drop the names of the tools that we should use, or that they will prepare to use for us, then so that we can get them prepared and maybe download, register, and sign up for whatever we need to sign up and get ourselves prepared for the Monday to come. Thank you.
That's a very good one. That's a very interesting and good question. Okay, so yes, that will be done before the end of Saturday. So channels will be created and requirements. I think basically you're just asking prerequisites for tools that will be used for the classes or for the tracks rather. Yeah, so yes, that will be done. Amen. Frederick.
All right, thank you. Good afternoon once again. I signed up for front-end web development, but once in a while, I would like to attend classes for UI, UX, and product management. Now, we will be added to our various tracks. Are we going to get general timetable for each of these classes or just our track? I'm asking so that I can know how to manage my time and attend those classes once in a while.
Okay, so the timetable is just for everyone. Okay, the timetable is for everyone. So on the timetable, you get to know, okay, as an intermediate, you get to know that, okay, fine, this timetable is for me. Beginners will get to know this timetable is for me. So it will actually be posted on their channel, okay, on their channel. So the beginners have a channel, the intermediates will have a channel. So that will be posted there, okay? And like I said, on or before the end of Saturday. If you're lucky, you'll probably get to see it before the end of today. Yes, you're welcome. Raji.
Hello, good afternoon.
Yes, good afternoon.
Please, I want to ask about the task for the intermediate level. That I failed to submit on the 16th of this month. I think Monday. I don't know if I will still have the opportunity to do so, because when I started the zip file I downloaded, I read there that we should use a framework which is React, which when I was going through it, I've gone very far. Then later I saw on the Slack that we should not use the framework again, that we should just go for pure vanilla JavaScript. I think that's what is delaying me what delayed me from submitting on that deadline day. So can I still have the opportunity to submit again, please?
So you're not submitted?
Yeah, I've not, please.
But you're done.
75%.
Okay, so let me say this. Okay, no, I'm going to answer your question. I'm answering your question. I'm going to also answer make this announcement.
Okay.
So to everyone, until you hear an announcement or until you're informed that the submission link has been deactivated, if you have not submitted and you're done, submit. Don't come asking for extension. It has not actually been, we have not even closed, it hasn't ended, we have not deactivated the link. Some people come, please, can I be given an extension? That time you're using to even meet me or chat up someone to give you an extension and expecting a response, use that to finish up your task. Use that to finish up what you need to do. Okay, so yeah, so what's the name, Raji? You can actually go ahead and submit. So that link, the submission for the intermediate task is going to close 11:59 p.m. on Saturday. 11:59 p.m. on Saturday, and if you are successful in the task, okay, you meet the cut-off mark, which is 75. It means that you'll be added to the intermediate channel. If you're not, that means you'll be switched to the beginner channel. This should not discourage you. If you don't make it to the intermediate, it should not discourage you. Okay, it just shows that there's a learning curve there's a learning path that you need to follow. There's stuff that you have not picked up on yet. Remember, this is a learning process. Okay, we want to build, KodeCamp wants to build the skill economy, and we want to bring out world-class talent. So if you're going to be world-class, we need to make sure that we can actually count on you to deliver. Okay, so there is no sentiments. Okay, if you don't cut it straight to the beginner. Okay, so don't feel bad if probably you didn't get to, you didn't get to be allowed to be in the intermediate. Okay, it just shows that there's a lot you need to learn. It could be you need to learn the skill. It could be you need to learn time management. And I mean, I'm going to say this because it's possible that some of you actually know it, but you could have finished it on time should you have utilized and managed your time. But because you did not cut it. So that means you have to learn time management also. And then, but just that you will learn it through the beginner level. Okay, it could be a lot of things could cause that. But whatever the reason is, for not probably making it, you will learn all those stuff through the beginner once again. Okay, so I hope that answers your question. Okay. So I'm actually seeing a message on the YouTube. Someone, Laleye, is actually asking if it's possible for him to join the Android track. Yes, Solomon, you can actually join the Android track. Yes, you can join. So I also want to note this, please. This is very important. Now, I've had questions, people asking, can I actually do 2 tracks? Can I sign up for 2? Can I sign up for 3? You can sign up for 500. You can attend all classes. That's fine. I'm not going to stop you. I'm not going to see you on the call and chase you out, but you will be graded on 1. So if for instance, you actually, your major is digital marketing, okay, and then I'm still seeing you in front-end web development class, or I'm probably seeing you in UI UX, or maybe for some reason you decide to attend product management, I won't stop you, but you'll be graded on 1 task. And let's listen carefully, and if you submit a task, if I see 2 submissions, if I see 1 name, okay, on 2 tracks, please let's listen and take this very seriously. For some of 1 name on two tracks, submissions. If I see it, I cancel it and you leave the workspace. Let's be guided and let's follow instructions. Whatever your major is, you stay on it. I'm going to close up the link to switch tracks on Saturday also by 11 p.m. I'm going to deactivate the link. So that link is on the announcements channel. Scroll up a bit, you'll see that message. You can go there and switch your tracks. If you're switching to whatever track on any level, please make that clear. If you want to switch right now to intermediate, you have to make sure you do that task before 11:59 p.m. and pass. So if you know you're going to switch to intermediate track and then you can't meet up, I would say you should not really bother. So please, you have from now to 11:59 to switch to whatever track you feel is going to be your major. Like I said, I'm not going to stop you from attending the classes because, of course, it's going to be on YouTube. You can join through the live stream. But your grading is going to be done on just one track. If it is discovered, which it will, that someone submitted a task on 2 tracks, you will not be sent to detention. No, you will be evicted from the workspace. This is not a rule or regulation, it is a warning. Rules or regulation may take you to detention first, but warnings like this takes you out of the workspace. So let us be guided. Okay, a hand is raised. Ola has a question. Go ahead, please.
Okay, good afternoon, everyone. Sorry for bodying in. I hope I can ask this question.
Please try to be a bit audible.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes, better.
Okay, so I just hope I can ask this question. So I want to know, because I'm supposed to be in the intermediate level for the React stack. So I want to know if we're starting React from like the basics, or we're starting from like and will I say middle part, because I think in the 1.2 I was in the 1.0 and we had our final task was to work with React for our final project to like get our certificate and everything. So I don't know if we're continuing from there because or we are like starting from the basics. I don't know if it's okay or if you can answer. Thank you.
Ola, so you're in 1.0. Okay, so let me, for the front-end web development, for the beginner, okay, the beginner level, what we are actually going to be teaching. Okay, Franklin, your hand is raised. You want to answer?
Yeah, we'll actually be starting from the beginner classes for React because not everybody who is in intermediate might actually know React from scratch or from the beginning. So we will have to start from the beginning. Then as we go further, we'll get to the more advanced topics just for clarity, for the sake of covering everything. So if you already know those basics, it's still no problem. If you feel you can skip that particular class because you know it, it's still fine. I think once you get to intermediate, then you can actually join and continue.
Okay, so thank you very much, Mr. Franklin. So to add to that, front-end web development, for the beginner, you have just front-end web development, HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. If you want to go into frameworks, React and Vue, that is on the intermediate level. So yeah, so that's actually that. So if you want to qualify for, if you want to learn React, want to learn Vue, then you must actually go through that intermediate test to show that you are already you're very, very much familiar with HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, and then that can qualify you to learn either React, React or Vue. Okay, so I hope that answers your question. Leonard. Okay, so sorry, hold on, Leonard, before you go, let me just attend to these questions. Okay, so some of the YouTube questions are, someone's asking, what's the requirement for the classes? Generally speaking, okay, classes are going to be held on Zoom. So of course you need to have a Zoom application, or you can actually join Zoom through the web, but it's also going to be streamed on YouTube. So you can also join through the YouTube, okay? And then, of course, get your laptop, get your pen, get your paper, get yourself ready, but most importantly, get your grit, Okay, someone said, I'm not seeing a trainee or mentor for Python backend. There is one. Okay, so we didn't want to take a lot of time covering everyone. So of course, but there is a trainer and a mentor for Python backend. Someone said, okay, will intermediate and beginner be at the level after? Yeah. Maybe the person was trying to say be at the same level after completion, and will the duration be the same for both levels? Okay, duration is the same. It's 4 months. 4 months, 4 months. Okay. But when you say be at the same level after completion, I wonder what you mean. I really wonder what you mean. But if it's what I think, then that's a very big no. Apart from not passing the task to score the cut-off mark and not breaking the rules, is there any other thing that can disqualify one from the training? Yes, there is. At least I just said one right now, which I hope you have actually listened to, about not submitting to not having two submissions on 2 tracks. Okay, and then but on the rules, okay, some of the rules will be updated. So please let's try to check the rules as frequent as possible. I personally will update it so you get to know the ones that will take you out of the workspace immediately, not to dissension, just straight out of the workspace. And then also, so please, I hope my question is not offensive, but I'm just curious, how acceptable is the certificate? Okay, well, it's not offensive, okay, but I think Engineer is going to answer that in his round of speech. So Engineer, please take note of that. But what I want to say is this: don't go for certificates, go for certificates. Yes, go for certificates. Okay, what do you know? Okay, we're getting to a point where it is what you know that's actually what opens doors, not the what can you do. Okay, of course in vernacular I say wait till you sabi. Okay, wait till you sabi. So go for certificates and not certificates. But as for that particular question, Engineer, please will do justice to that in his closing remark. Okay, sorry guys, just a bit more. Please, if I picked intermediate and then I saw the test question and realized I'm not that advanced in my track and can't do the task, what happens? Just go to the beginner. You'll be taken to the beginner immediately. So it is just those who actually passes the intermediate test that will be put on the intermediate channel. The rest are going to be sent to the beginner channel by default. Okay, so I think, okay, the mentors are also doing a very good job in answering the question, so I think I can just move straight to other persons. Okay, so Leonard, go ahead. Hello, Leonard, are you with us?
Yeah, good afternoon.
Yes, good afternoon.
Yeah. I wanted to ask a simple question, just a simple question that has to do with the aspect of timing. If maybe somebody misses his lecture for maybe twice or once a week, is there any penalty that is attached to it, or?
Okay, so there's no penalty for missing your class. We're not going to actually add a penalty. I think you're doing yourself. Of course, if it's something within your control, then that means you're doing yourself more harm than good. But if it's something you can actually control, well, that's understandable. But the thing is, I think I'm going to leave that to the discretion of the trainer. Yeah, I'm going to leave that to the discretion of the trainer. If in a particular track for probably like twice, and we have probably no one joining or just 1 or 2 persons, we may consider shutting down that track. So because we want to put resources and manpower into places that are that have a lot of demand for that. Okay, so that's to answer that question. John Paul, please go ahead.
Yeah, I wanted to ask how long will the program run for? And what if I am not able to complete it? Like someone answered me in the chat section, but I want to ask now, what if you are not able to finish the 4 months, or you get caught up with school, because probably I'll be entering school within that time period. So I just want to know, what if I'm not able to finish within that 4 months?
I feel like saying you have a carryover, but that's just a lighter note. But if you don't complete it, you haven't completed it now. So of course, I think that to an extent it's a bit self-explanatory. You do not complete the 4 months, it means you did not complete the training. So you definitely will not be counted as finalists or persons who actually graduated or finished from the program. Okay, but I do hope you're able to carry on till the end. Okay, so get your grades together. Okay, Ayomide.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes.
Hello. I joined the program, that should be like 2 days ago, a day before yesterday. I've actually been having issues finding a peer. Then just yesterday, I saw the info about the task if you want to join the intermediate, and I am already working on it. And I understand that I have to get it done within the time limit. I'll obviously be trying to do that. But my question is, if I get that done and I've still not gotten the other tasks, like the one where I have to be with a peer and complete them, what are my chances? I don't know, of getting through.
Your chances are, there's a word that's actually getting into my head and going out. Okay, but your chances are shaky, actually. Every task is very important. Very
Because
important. Okay.
Like twice now, I've gotten a peer, then try and set a time, then boom, they just disappear.
Yeah, I understand.
Twice now.
I understand.
All right. All right.
Okay, but so just try switch to someone else, okay, and then Godspeed. Godspeed.
Thank you.
Shida Zom. Yeah. I think
Okay,
this is the last two hands. Yes. Go
okay,
ahead.
so just a quick one. I want to just ask if there will be like a course outline for each of the parts, maybe just like to like kind of follow up with the lecturer or the teacher or the tutor, so which I think is gonna help.
Okay.
Maybe
Yes. Your trainer will
fine.
share that with you once you get on your track specific channel.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes. Okay, so the last person, Connect. That's interesting. I hope that's not your name on Slack. Connect, go ahead. Connect with us.
Yeah. Good afternoon, sir.
Yes, good afternoon.
Yeah. Thank you for the program. I just want to know, after completion of the beginners level, is it possible for us to move to? I applied for backend development JS. Is it possible for us to move to the intermediate after completion of the beginners level? Thank you.
Yes. Possible, of course. Why not? Everything is possible. Okay, but will that happen now? No. Okay, so the beginner and the intermediate runs concurrently. So it's not like you can finish the beginner and then enter intermediate. Okay, so hopefully when we have the KodeCamp 3.0, you can actually dive into the intermediates of Node.js, but you're not going to switch from beginner to intermediate in this cohort because they run concurrently. I hope that answers your question. Yes, thank you very much. Okay, so any other question? Is there any from YouTube? Let's see from the YouTube chats. Okay, so for the sake of those who just joined, okay, we have two persons. Okay, let's round this up quickly. Olawale, go ahead.
Hello.
Yes, go ahead.
Good afternoon. So I want to ask for us that though I thought I applied for one course then with another app, but I was just trying because I applied for digital marketing and product management. I don't know the one I applied in CodeCamp. Either it's digital marketing or product management. I was now, but I don't know whereby the house can help us at least whether it will be grouped based on what we applied for.
Okay, so you're basically saying that you have forgotten the track you applied for.
Yes, yes.
Okay. Okay, send me a message. Okay, so I'll actually inform you about that. Send me a message. Just send at iKeys on Slack. Just send me a private message. iKeys on Slack.
Okay.
IKEYS. Yes, exactly. Okay. Ayodeji Sani. Go ahead.
Good afternoon.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know if I missed out on a particular instruction. I have a question because I didn't hear anything about if anyone missed out on a class. Can there be any makeup? Is there any makeup plan if there is a provision for people that miss out on a class to just see the videos and know what was taught in the class? Is there anything like that?
Okay, yes. So all classes are live from Zoom and it's going to be streamed on YouTube. So if you miss a class, it's going to be available on our YouTube channel. So I'm going to indulge everyone to please go to YouTube, search for KodeCamp Team, KodeCamp Team TEAM, and then subscribe to our channel and also turn on the notification so that when the video is actually posted, you will be notified. So we are 78 on the Zoom call right now, and we have a lot of other persons watching on YouTube and those who will watch this video later. So let's do well to subscribe and then turn on the notification. Okay, Adeboye, the last person, so let's do this quickly. Hello, Adeboye. Yes, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Thanks for the great opportunity. I am a beginner and all right. Can you hear me now, sir?
Yes, go ahead.
All right, sir. Yeah, thanks for the great opportunity. I'm really very happy. I've been wanting to see how the tech space is and learn more about the tech space and know more. I applied for front end and I was having network issue, so I joined very late. So I want to know if the classes will be holding on the Slack channels, or you were saying when I joined, I heard you talking about classes being grouped into intermediate and beginner classes and the likes. I wanted to know if it will be on the Slack group or by Zoom, one, and also is it our instructors that will tell us the applications and other softwares to download so that we'll know what to be using for our projects and the likes, sir. Just a little clarification about that, sir. So I joined late, I was having network issue. I'm very sorry about that. Sorry for taking you.
Okay. Classes are going to hold on Zoom, streamed on YouTube, and as for the resources, your trainers will actually inform you about that. Okay, if you can go ahead.
Yeah, good afternoon. Sorry,
Yes,
I joined a bit late, but I just wanted to know, like, hours for the classes, how long class for a day. Like, I just want to know.
Okay, classes hold twice a week, 2 hours per session.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, okay, Leonard, you're back again. Okay, I think I'll round off with you. Go ahead. Hello, Leonard, your hand is up. Can you hear me? Okay, so Adeyemi, go ahead.
Hello, good afternoon, everyone.
Yes.
Yeah. So I just want to ask, so after the end of this program, that means the job opportunities will be available for only the intermediate graduates, right? Or it's also available for the beginners?
Okay, you sound like you got an information from somewhere. Okay, so it's the job opportunities internship is not for intermediates, not just for beginners, it's for everyone who can do the job. The one thing is for there to be an opportunity, another thing is, can you do it? That's why I said, waiting you sabi. So certificate over certificate. So job opportunities, internships will be for everyone, but it is based on what you can do. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you
Thanks
very much. Okay. So that's actually all. So I just want to do this one thing before I call on Engineer Bert to give us a closing remark, and then we call it a day. Okay. So so for those of us who are just joining, okay, I was just want to actually show us something very important that we need to take note of. Okay, because it is very, very, very important. Okay, so just going to quickly share my screen. Yeah, that's that. Okay, so like I rightly said, the announcement channel is very, very important. It's a very important channel to not miss. Do not miss out on messages on the announcement channel. So for those of us who are just joining, okay, please let's read and understand. Okay, so you can see this to those who are just joining or you're a bit lost, please follow the instructions. Number one, update your profile picture to a clear image. Set your full name to be exactly what you registered with and how it should actually be on your certificate. Look out for the tasks that you must do so as to move forward with the training. So look out for the task. Always check the announcement channel. And then the last one, which is very important, I said you can find your task on this channel by clicking on this link. So you click on it. But before that, I said, no, anyone, please, let's pay attention to instructions. Don't skim through a message, read it. Anyone who posts a message on the Slack channel will be sent to detention immediately and possibly removed from the workspace. If you need a peer, use the Find a Peer channel. Do not go to random to look for a peer. Do not go to general to ask for a peer. Do not go to ask a mentor to ask for a peer. No, every channel has a function, because we will start sending people to detention for breaking these rules. Every channel has a function. Do not abuse a channel. Okay? If you have a question, use the Ask a Mentor channel. So for your tasks, it says click on this link. So you just click on the link, and then it takes you to this channel where the task is being itemized. You have the task 0, which is the first one to get a partner or a peer. Okay, and then there's a link which will take you to where this post was made. You click on that link, and then you're right there where the task is. Your first task is to do this and that and the likes of that. Okay, so you have the task 1, which is to, with a partner also, and then you have the social media. Now for the intermediate test, please read. If you choose intermediate test as your level, so if you're the beginner, I'm not expecting you, if you chose beginner level, I'm not expecting you to do the intermediate. Essentially, you just want to try it out yourself. But listen, trying it out yourself, and probably you go through YouTube, Google searches, and you implement it, does not mean that you are in that level. Because some things you can just go on YouTube and just pick, and you do copy and paste. But do you really understand the concepts? Do you understand why there is a semicolon there? Do you understand why this syntax is being used? Do you understand the meaning? So just because you're able to go on Google and probably pick up 1 or 2 things and make that up, does not mean, oh wow, I passed it now. Yes, take me to intermediate level. Do not sabotage your growth. Do not sabotage your learning. And of course, moving forward, okay, this particular channel, I'm going to make that announcement. This particular channel, which is a task channel, will be used to post tasks. Do not, I repeat, do not post a message on this channel. If you have a question, use a thread. You can see this. This person replied on a thread. I can accept threads. Okay, so how do you respond, using the thread? Okay, so let me pick up a particular message that doesn't have one. Okay, so for example, this is a message. So for those of us using the desktop, just click on the three dots. Okay, sorry, just click on this message icon here. You can see reply in thread. Do not come down here to reply the person. Please, if your mic is unmuted, mute it quickly. So don't come down here to reply. No, click on this message icon, this icon you're seeing right here, and reply on the thread so we can have discussions in order. Okay, if you're on the mobile, just tap on that message. Okay, once you tap on the message on your mobile, you actually see reply in thread there. Click on it and then reply the message. Okay, I hope that is actually as clear as possible. Okay, so to round up, I'm going to actually call on Engineer Nebet Udo. He's the CEO of CodeHouse. CodeHouse, like Engineer Lawrence has actually introduced to us, is a tech company here in Akwa Ibom State, Eket to be precise. And CodeCamp is powered by CodeHouse. Okay, so I'm going to let him round up while I just give you his resume. It's not even just what I'm displaying is not all, but it's what we can actually just put up to save space. Okay, so Engineer Nebet Udo, please over to you.
Okay, yeah, Ike, thank you very much. And welcome to everybody. Welcome to CodeCamp. I hope everybody's charged up because I'm getting a lot of comments, on this comment section. I'm really interested, in all these comments. So I'm hoping, but I have the belief that no matter how things become tough, because things will get tough, whether you like it or not. When you start CodeCamp, things will get tough. But I believe everybody here has the grit. Yes, you have the grit to pull through. So yeah, I want to thank those who have been putting this together, CodeCamp, the whole team, everybody, the mentors, the trainers, the organizers, and then of course yourselves, the learners. Yes, thank you for taking the bold step. It's not easy, right? But what I will tell you, like I said at the last tech talk that we had, tech will change your life. There is no doubt about it. It will change your life. The only question will be, to what extent will it change your life, or in what direction it will change your life? But one thing is for sure, it will change your life. But the other thing too is that it is entirely in your hands. You can determine your future. If you decide for yourself that today is Friday, 18th of March, 3:21 p.m., Nigerian time or West African time, and you tell yourself that in the next 1 or 2 years, I'll be earning a $50,000 per annum job, or I'll be earning even a $100,000 per annum job, you will be able to do it. But it is not going to be easy. So I won't lie to you that it will be easy, because there's a lot you need to learn. Like I said, it's all about your skill. It's all about your skill. The better your skill, the better you are at it, the more that you can earn, the more you can change your life, the more you can change the life of your families and people around you. And the better the more rare the skill, the same thing, the better it will be. Somebody asked a question on certificate. Yes, you'll be given a certificate, but I will not even place much emphasis on that certificate, because what you get is a certificate of completion. That means you have completed CodeCamp 2.0. It will be mentioned what track you studied and what level you studied it at. That's it. That certificate is not going to open doors for you. Let me not tell you any story, right? Yes, you can show it. At some point, maybe in the next couple of years, yeah, it will become a big thing. But even when the certificate, you present a certificate, it is what you know. That's why I think Ella posted something like it's not certificate, it's what? Certificates. So right now, Google LLC, they don't look at your certificate anymore, no matter where you got it from. Whether you got it from Harvard or Stanford or Oxford or Cambridge or wherever, Google will test you. You will write a test. You will solve a task. They'll give you an algorithm to solve. And when you have solved the algorithm, if you fit, you are one of those that pass, you get the job. So I'm not even going to emphasize so much on certificates. The certificate is just an indication that you attended, but it is not what will open the door for you. What will open the doors for you will be your skill. So focus on the skill. So I want to thank everybody, and I hope that you all get the best experience out of this KodeCamp cohort. If you have any issues, any challenges, ask questions. Don't wait until things are too difficult. Come out and ask questions. Seek for help. Part of the reason why we're doing the peering thing and pairing people was to, pull people out of their shells, come out of your shell, learn how to mix, learn how to find out how you can help, yourself. That's what tech is all about. It's not just about your skills. It's also about your social, socializing is a skill. So it's still about your skill, your social skills. So I wish everyone the best, and we'll see you on Slack. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Yanni Betudo. Thank you to everyone for staying through till the session. Thank you for joining KodeCamp. We look forward to doing wonderful things with you guys. We look forward to impacting. At the same time, we look forward to seeing you guys actually grow, into being the tech guru that you are actually planning to be. Okay, so whatever questions you have after this session, please use the Ask a Mentor channel. Reach out to a mentor if you have any issues. Please, I discourage private DMs. Okay, especially if it has to do questions about the workspace or the tasks. Please accept it's a personal stuff. Okay, but as far as it's regarding tasks and workspace, please use the Ask a Mentor channel so you can also help other people who are having that issues see the solution to that problem. Okay, if you have not set your profile on the workspace, please do so. Okay, set your name. We ask for clarity. We need everything to be clear. So thank you very much to everyone who joined this call, to every of the trainer, the mentors. I appreciate you for your time. To the Code Campers, I'm not going to call you guys learners. You are now Code Campers. Thank you for the time. And I hope to see you again on the last day where we actually do the project presentation. Okay, so, but before we round up, we're going to do something that we always do. It's a kind of like a custom. Okay, yeah, it's kind of like a custom. So we're going to ask that you enable your, want to take a screenshot. So enable your camera if you can, if you feel that, okay, well, you want to show your face, okay, well, we would actually love to do that. So, so we can actually take a screenshot. I can already see some persons engaging their video. That's fine. That's cool. That's cool. Almost see fine people. This is interesting. I can see a lot of fine persons. More. Can I even show my face like this? With all these fine people I'm seeing. I'm even seeing red lips. Please mute your mic, just activate your video so we can take a screenshot. Do I have our photographers on this call? Do I have our photographers on this call? Okay, so we're going to have just 30 seconds to do that. So let's take the screenshots. Oh, wow, we have beautiful persons, beautiful, handsome guys and beautiful ladies joining this call. I've seen somebody shirt that I would have loved to steal. This person was around. Just take this. As you know that type of stealing that you steal, the person is with you, you're stealing it, you're seeing it and you're smiling. Two of you are smiling and you're moving away. That's the type. I'm seeing one very nice shirt. Who's this? Let me check. Suneye Daniel. That your top. Daniel, that your top. How far now? Way below. Way below. How much? How much? Just tell me how much for way below. Don't worry. Let me send it across. Just tell me how much for way below. Okay, so 10 more seconds to actually round up the screenshots. I hope my photographers are doing a very good job. I need clear shots. Clear shots. Okay. Okay, so we round that up in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, and 4, and 3, and 2, and 1, and 0. Okay, so guys, thank you so much. I look forward to seeing you on the workspace. We're going to be having some more sessions in the coming weeks where we get to talk about some non-tech related stuff and also tech related stuff to help guide us in our journey all through this KodeCamp 2.0 program. So thank you very much. My name is KHQ Achom, and see you next time. Take care and have a wonderful day.